Okay, hopefully this is still working. Seems to be. Okay. Hopefully that's not too loud now. I really despise the fact that Wavelength does not like Everquest for some reason. All right, so back to being evil. I'm gonna head to Befallen again. Maybe I can make it down a few levels, hopefully. Okay, still working. Good. All right. Yeah, I actually I got a video coming up today. Hopefully anyway. My microphone seems to be spiking for some reason. Go right there. I actually went back and rewatched the video that I watched yesterday on stream, and I realized a couple of things, and hopefully the video today sort of corrects what I sort of mistook about what Redbeard Flynn said. So hopefully it's a super short video. I just kind of trimmed down most of it. There. But yeah, I actually just missed quite a few things that he was saying. I'm not used to actually being able to stream and listen and actively listen. It's a bit difficult. It's a learned skill for sure. I still haven't decided if I want to turn in these Death Fist belts yet. So wait, let's go there. Because I still want to be evil. I still want to actually be able to, I want to kill the treants in South Korea because I haven't really done that yet on any of the characters that I've had. How's that? That might be a bit loud too on top of it. That's right. Let's leave it there. Should be all right. So I need to actually build this skill up. Oh, I should try to sell my... Let's see if I can actually sell them. Cut off. We're going to sell them for super cheap. I would normally turn them in myself, but I'm going to sell for 30p. See what's up. I've noticed the reason I put this, normally they're like 25, but people have been selling the handmade backpacks for like 70 and 75 lately. Should always only have ever been double the amount that you spend on the bear skin. But if not, I have somebody that I can always switch it over to and actually make my own 10 slot backpacks. And the other thing that I've changed about how I'm going to be streaming too, especially with this character, just because they are sort of geared and leveling process is bit faster. I don't plan on playing it off stream at all. So, which is a bit different from the Erudite Shadowknight that I did, because the Erudite, I just said I have to play this off stream because it's just too slow to level. Oh, that's a big boy. Nope, away from me. I might actually need to take a quick second because I ran out of water and I'm already getting hoarse. But we'll see. Okay, it's streaming, it's recording, everything's live. Very good. Okay. Sound? Yes, sound is working. I'd still like to try to find a group, but actually, since like I've said yesterday, since I was playing my Erudite, the population seems to have dropped. Hopefully that thing that's going on with the hero's journey isn't causing people to turn away, although I can understand why it would. It's unfortunate when stuff like that happens. It's very similar to what happened with Pantheon with their GM problems and their camping rules and stuff. A very controversial video that I had up from, I think, back in December. Oh, this guy's blue. I wouldn't say it was that controversial, I guess. If you're going to play favorites on a server, on a game that you paid for, and your GM's customer service, whatever you want to call them, people they're playing favorites with certain guilds and stuff. It's not a good look. That I could understand actually causing people to leave. But with the hero's journey seems, I'm pretty sure that's still up. I'm pretty sure that server's still up right now. It was yesterday, which was something I think I said towards the end of yesterday, was that it was actually down, and it's not. It was only Project Quorum that's down, and I think they took it down just as a precaution, I think. I want to see if the Shadowknight's up here. Is he gonna attack? Yep. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that they were going to attack. I think it's the next level that I'll actually get to bypass them. Okay. Okay. Oh, is anybody in here? Nope. Of course not. Now that Damask was not worth anything, so I don't think I'm going to try to keep it. But we'll see. Oh, Thaumaturgist. Thaumaturgist is up. I won't be able to kill him. Or her. I think it's an Erudite, isn't it? This is the only time when having the, well, not the only time, but it kind of sucks having a Shadowknight at this level and you're trying to solo, because it will just pull everything down on top of you. Probably try to kill the Rod here. Rod did oh, did I resist the darkness spell? Okay. We did. Pets, I don't think ever have anything. Is the Shadowknight up? No. Ah, poop. Well, I'm gonna take out the Necromancer. Oh, I can actually pull him out, really? Interesting. Because I couldn't pull out the Shadowknight with a skeleton there before. Or I couldn't pull out the Preacher skeleton that was there before without pulling the Shadowknight out as well. Eat any no meat? I don't really know if... it's probably alright. I just want to level somewhere different instead of just doing the same zones over and over again. I did watch something the other day, actually, that was talking about actually having to challenge yourself to keep certain things, you know, like entertaining. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with Everquest. Like, first I started with the Erudite Shadowknight. First I wanted to do the Bard to prove that a Bard... The whole point of doing the Bard live stream, or to actually restart the Bard, restart a Bard character, was to actually show that you don't need to do that thing that everybody hates about the Bard, is the like the quad kiting and stuff. That you can actually level pretty effectively just soloing and just taking down one mob at a time. And then I got reported a couple of times and it turned me off. So, and I wasn't even doing the thing that I actually originally made the challenge for, right? That was originally what I wanted to do with it, was to prove that you didn't have to quad kite to actually level effectively. Because that's what I did with the Bard that I have already. They have the 50 level Bard that I have already. Because I wanted to prove it to myself that I didn't have to do it that way. And you don't. It's very effective to level without quad kiting. It just feels cool, I guess, or whatever. But then I got reported for doing the thing that I wasn't planning on doing anyway. And that I wasn't doing. So that turned me off. It's like, well, I wasn't even doing that yet. I'm still getting reported for doing it, even though I wasn't doing it, and the GM told me I wasn't doing it. That was one thing that I wish I'd actually was streaming at the time. But it is what it is. Not sure why I was playing the Bard off stream at that time, but I don't think the cleric West Armor guy spawns up here anymore. Used to be right in front of that door. Oh man. Could be bad. Yep. A lot of these necros. Nope. Where are you going? Back here. Here. Of course, future skeleton's gonna get involved. I also actually read yesterday that the guy that drops the... And I never realized it, even though I knew both of... Oh, get off of that. Even though I knew both of their names. The guy that drops the ring in here, the platinum ring, is Skynock Moltor. That's worth something, maybe. And the guy in the sewer system is Vin Moltor, and I didn't even realize their relation. It's kind of interesting. It's like I knew it. I played this game forever, and then it was just like, oh wait a minute, they have the same last name. Well, come on, man. I might have to actually use my harm touch to break the spawn down below there, but we'll see. Is he not attacking? No? Okay. I have to actually check. Because... oh, just a zombie? Oh, crap. That yesterday. Oh. He's not yellow, right? No, okay. Fine. Still might have to use the harm touch, but we'll see. Might have to use the cheese stick. Yeah, there's the Gynox. Gynoc Moltor's placeholder. Probably generally not going to stream on Sundays, but figured I would try again today. You know what I should have done was actually bought bandages and brought them with me and not have to wait as long, but I didn't. Now the thing is, I really wish YouTube wouldn't, I could just click on the video without it automatically start playing. Because there was another one that I wanted to watch today, but I might not watch it on, I might not watch them on streaming. I don't know. I have to see. You have to see. There's another one. I'll have to look for it in a minute. Okay. Bizzle is crazy. Maybe I'll try to go down to Oasis too. I don't know. Might try to go down there. See if there was a group. Group play is always more fun. But it's probably at the life cycle where it's probably not happening as often. See the blue guy? No, he's still green. Blue. Okay. Still didn't actually look at the map either, so hopefully I don't actually fall in a hole down here. I don't think there's any holes until you get to the second Shadowknight. It's the second one or the third one, I can't remember. There's 4 total, which means 4 keys. This is the room with the mummy, right? Ooh, greater skeleton and large skeleton. See, he's just even. Might actually be able to take him on today. As long as it's not the mummy. The mummy with the rabies will put the damper on soloing for sure. Although the icky breastplate helps out quite a bit in that sense. Did I get my skill up? What about my two-handed? Oh, I guess I gotta go to two-handed slashing now. Let's go there. Still would actually like to get the UI a little bit larger. Oh, bandage. I didn't need to buy the map for all. Now, I have cheaty stick, so in case this gets out of hand, which it probably will. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, didn't that just say a large skeleton before? Now it's a lesser mummy. Commander Windstream. I better double check this. Have a seat. The last thing I want to do is walk into because I'm pretty sure he's really high. I think he's like 20 something. Take a look at the map. Coming. So down in here, yeah, there's no traps here. So through there. Oh, right, the Ogre Shadowknight is the next one that I gotta kill. Commander Windstream just drops a piece of the hammer, doesn't he? He's level 26. Yeah, he drops a piece of the hammer. Oh, he spawns from getting the Fex Mallet, which I think gives you the Reaper, right? The Reaper of the Dead, yeah. Which is a complete heal for Shadowknights. Is that right? Oh yeah, that's right. It used to give the Bind Affinity ring. Oh man. I remember I used that and I mistakenly clicked it with my original Shadowknight. I mistakenly clicked it on and I was just outside of Nariak at the time. Just in Nectalos Forest, like basically off that little stone ramp right at the front, and I accidentally clicked it, and it wasn't very long after that it didn't drop anymore, and then it wasn't available, and I actually had one and I wasted it because I thought I could just keep reusing it, and I didn't realize it was a one charge thing, or a single charge I should say. Oh, greater skeleton, he's even. Mummy, is there a mummy in there? Not be like zombie. I should probably use the shield. I'm gonna have to go to GD stick, I guess. Oh, not that shield. That one. That seemed awfully loud there for a second. guess I didn't need cheaty stick. When you start getting into the even cons and the blues, it's actually a pretty good experience. That mummy though, that mummy's gonna be a problem. It's not too bad. I have the breastplate, so now I can switch back to this. Gotta try to keep my skills up.
Hey, so this is a little awkward. Things
Oh, and I actually found, I actually tried using AI to make remixes of some of the classic Everquest themes, and it didn't quite work out that well. But I actually did find somebody that did a guitar version of the intro, which I'll probably play at some point because it's actually really good. And it's like 15 years old, maybe, so shouldn't really be any issue there. I'm gonna need cheaty stick again for the mummy. I don't think there's 3 in this room, right? It's only 2. Okay. Oh crap, it's 3. Crap, it's 3. And 1 harm touch didn't take 1 down. That sucks. Okay, got him. I don't think I'm going to survive this one. I need quite a few procs here. These guys sure like to bash. Come on with the bashing. Holy. Bash, 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 bash. Come on, meow. There. Ooh, broke it up anyway. That was a little bit tight. I'm back up here for a second. Here we go. I didn't even get very many. I got what, 1 proc out of that? I think these are all bronze too, aren't they? Yeah, they're not. No. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Okay, let's bind here, I guess. All right, have a seat. So I did have the map pulled up. No, of course I turned it off. Let's see here. The Fallen E99. Okay. Oh, there's 2. Okay, so there's okay, so there's 2 keys on this level. Okay, so there's the human female Shadowknight and the ogre Shadowknight. They're both on this level. And then you go down to the 3rd level. Oh, he's just dubious. Okay. Then you go down to the 3rd level and what's the smoke blast key for again? Okay, one. Okay, the The charred bone key is for the one to get through down in the pit room, which is over here. Right? I can't open this door. Oh, no, I can. Ah, crap. The one down at the bottom of these stairs here. But I think you can actually pull the elven skeleton that's behind. But the elven skeleton's a bit high for me, I think. What's the respawn timer in this place? I think it's... Oh, this is actually shorter than Nijina. It's actually 18 minutes. That's like almost 4 minutes shorter. That's not too bad. I remember getting the bone blade. I remember buying the bone bladed claymore out of here for the DBC. What a great acronym. But I remember getting it. I remember paying a lot of money for it. I think it was like 150 plat, even back then. I think. What a horrible weapon. Okay, there's the acolyte, and oh, there's the icebone skeleton. He's gonna be red, right? And the acolytes, yeah. They will chew me up. We're not going down there. Might only be able to go right here, like to these couple of rooms, which kind of sucks, but not a lot I can do about that. Leave the wiki up just in case I need it again. Oh, they already respawned. That was 18 minutes. God. Oh, I gotta take cheese stick off. Cheese stick. Then please, thank you. Yep, nope, this one. Another crack staff. I'll keep it. It's a platinum. Nope. Get over here. Ah. No pet for you. They're really that quick. That seemed faster. That had to be... There's no way that was 18 minutes, was it? Maybe it was. That means these guys are going to spawn. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually my level. Oh, neophyte. Poop. Another bronze dagger. I'll take it, I guess. I didn't really look up what the elven blood is for. I think human blood is for the ogre. Tribal armor, isn't it? Just have a seat and wait. These guys should spawn. Two-handed slashing is so hard to level. Yeah, so there are some remixes out there of the classic tracks. Just because I wanted to find something a little bit more appropriate to the genre of game. But I like listening to this just because first of all, it's copyright-free music. It's great, and there's not really a whole lot out there that it's a little too, like, stuff that's out there's a little like too Game of Thronesy. Like it's too orchestral. Yeah, these guys should spawn soon. I'm gonna put all my vendor stuff. Gotta keep the key. Keep that over there. Where's the other dagger? Right over there. The bronze dagger isn't worth anything. It's only worth a couple of gold, but I might as well keep it for now, just because it's a little bit of cash. I also did swap over. Did swap a couple of pieces too. So I wanted to have at least 200 strength. Nothing that I bought or anything like that. I had them. $57, getting there. Sometimes though, when you're thing is too, when you're playing this, sometimes you don't realize how much time actually goes by. Like I'm fighting one mob and it's like 7 minutes. He's gonna be a problem, isn't he? I better switch over to him. Let's do this, I guess. I go back to cheaty stick for this guy. I'm not sure which one fears. One of these little bastards, they fear you. Yeah, I think it's the other guy. I think it's the one that I saw that was yellow at the bottom of the stairs. Gotta watch out for that. Probably didn't need to take the human blood, but there should be a spawn right here, and then this guy, and then the one behind me as well. Take those out. Did I get to 60? Nope, 57. Alright. Oh, let's just switch it up here for a second. I won't use it until I absolutely have to. Like that triple pull. I thought it was dead for sure. I won't be able to do that again because I don't have the harm touch. If I didn't have that up, I would have been dead. Sure. All the gear in the world won't matter. And that's where I said before too, where I think the AC is not working, because I have, at least for my level, I have at least double what you're supposed to have for AC, or that you could have. And it doesn't seem to matter, which is one of the reasons why I think AC is not working quite as intended, or as it did in Classic. One of the reasons why I think you don't need to put those... Oh, another bandage. Those 5 points into agility for the classes, or the races that don't have 75 agility. It's provided that you compensate for it, though. You do want to get that, at least that 5 points of agility in there, but with gear and stuff you can get it. And early on I didn't need it at all. I didn't notice any difference. I didn't die because I didn't have that 5 agility. I died because it was completely undergeared and well, not undergeared for my level, I suppose, but just undergeared in general. Times that I did die had nothing to do with the agility. I think it works out to something like 12 AC maybe. See if I can find that. There's another one. Let me see. Did that guy spawn? I forget which one spawns first. I think that was the plague rat, right? Okay. There should be one here. I don't think the room spawned yet. Nope, there he is. I think an ice bone, I think they can spawn right here. I think they can. I better get ready to get the heck out of here if they do. Oh, I might actually hit level 12. That's actually pretty quick, considering I was, what, 2 bubbles into level 11, and now I'm 3 extra now, so pretty good XP. Yeah, I kind of want to be able to pull them as soon as they spawn. Let's switch back to this, because it is Fashion Quest after all. See if I can actually find this other bit. Oh yeah, that's right. How come I'm not? That's weird. You know, I always thought that thing about people saying that, oh, YouTube unsubscribes you. Unsubscribe me from somebody that I subscribed to before. Let's see if I can find them now. Nope. Why would you do that? Nope. The hell? Hey, there you go. Yeah, here it is here. Okay, I have to do this. Drop it. Back there. That. Okay. And when I get a chance, I'll put it up. I'll watch it. Hopefully it's not. It might be the same thing. It might be the stuff about the farm and Hero's Journey, but I'm not sure. I haven't watched it though. I thought it came out before the sort of drama with all that. No spawns? No? I like to try to get them too before they spawn with the pets. What the hell is this video at? Okay, see here. Yeah. I'll have to figure out how to do that. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that came out before. It's a video that's very similar to one that I was working on that I never actually got a chance to finish because I stopped playing Pantheon. Oh. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, I leveled. Sweet. All right, level 12.
I need a scarecrow after what you did. all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing. I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces. There's no
One of the reasons why I did. I did. I'm not even selecting. Why would it switch?
not in this century. Don't wake me up.
It's one of the reasons why I did pick Everquest to start playing again, or start streaming it as well, just because I can actually watch some videos and react to them as well, because apparently that's all the internet ever is anymore, is just react videos. Gotta play the game. Not Everquest, the game of YouTube. Should be okay. That was that one. Okay. Now this could be the dangerous one, actually. Yep. All the way out. All the way out here. I think I can handle 2, but not 3. Not without my arm touch being active.
After what you did, 'cause you were the devil. You mess with my head.
You bugger. Bastard. You bastard, you bastard. Now I got the rabies.
Wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside.
Oh, that's another even? Holy. So now I can't see what the third spawn is. Poop. That is going to be poop. Oh! Might just be a green. With the neophyte's green. Which is fine, but this guy's even, so this is going to be a hard one. I might leave that necro up, maybe. Try to make that room 2 spawn and not 3. Does it actually take me like 17 minutes to clear from up here to down there? Crazy. Alright, let's see. Let's put that on for right at this moment. Give me 1 sec here. I gotta see if I can't get this to come up somehow. Is this one? This one. Okay. Hey, it actually worked. Look at that. See here. Turn up the volume a bit. Might actually have to move too because I'll probably get warmed. So this is a video from Decius. I think I reacted to a video of theirs before, but I can't remember what it was. And this one, I'm pretty sure this actually came out before the Hero's Journey stuff sort of went down. If it's the same thing, well, it's a 15-minute video, so let's see what's up. Actually, I'm going to move myself first before I watch it. because I don't want to get clobbered. Which means I'll probably have to break the spawn again. That's all right. All right then. I guess I got to kill this person first. The Skelly. Is there anybody in here? Yep. No. Okay. All right. Go over here. All right. Let's get to the video. Our Everquest emulated servers over. Now, again, if this is about the hero's journey, I do apologize for that, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I haven't watched it yet, so hopefully it's the volume's all right.
Oh, no.
Oral.
I felt a great disturbance in the force,
I gotta try
as if
something
millions of
more.
Emu players.
suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Oh.
Hero's Journey EverQuest emulated server is very, very popular because it allows you to play 3 classes at once, and there's just a lot of nice customization and quality of life, which allows people to play and get through pretty much all the content mostly on your own time, which is very appealing. And with that, I believe the server had an ability to like a donation ability, and if you donated, you could receive like an in-game currency, which allowed you to trade it on the bazaar for platinum or get buffs. I'm not too familiar with the system, so please do not quote me on that. But there was a sort of real money kind of connection on the server's economy. And Daybreak Games, being a for-profit company, that is the owner of the IP of Everquest, saw that as a potential threat to their own revenue, and they procured a quite lengthy document. I believe you can find it on the Project Quorum Discord. Secrets posted it in one of her updates, and I found it kind of funny in some ways because there's pictures of like Lord Nagafin and Lady Vox on the on the legal documents. I don't really know like how much I can talk about it, but I mean it's like a public document, so I don't think it's too big of a deal. But somewhat of a rundown, a little bit earlier today in the afternoon, Project Quorum was shut down. Secrets decided to just turn the server off for a bit. It wasn't directly targeted by Daybreak Games in any way, but actually going and filing a lawsuit against an emulated server on Everquest is kind of a big deal for pretty much any other emulated server on Everquest, because it sets a precedent of maybe this isn't going to last forever. Maybe we should be a little bit careful here, and I think it was smart for Secrets to just uh, shut the server off for a bit, and I believe she's trying to communicate with some of the legal team behind Daybreak Games and potentially just Daybreak Games themselves to try to get some sort of a written agreement that Project Quorum is okay under Daybreak Games. About 10 years ago, Project 1999 got the written okay from Daybreak Games about just being able to run their server. And I think a big difference between Project Quorum and the hero's journey is Project Quorum is completely not for profit. There are no systems to spend money in the server to get any sort of in-game reward, and I think that added a lot of nice authenticity to the server and just made it a lot more genuine of an experience. And I think for my own and I think that added a lot of nice authenticity to the server. Between Project Quorum and the hero's journey is Project Quorum is completely not for profit. There are no systems to spend money in the server to get any sort of in-game reward, and I think that added a lot of nice authenticity to the server and just made it a lot more genuine of an experience. And I think for my own opinion, I think it's important for emulated servers to respect that. I think that being able to use the assets and IP of EverQuest to create a server that isn't actually connected with Daybreak Games in order to fulfill a certain fantasy of playing the game in a fan-made, procured kind of way, I think it's important not to require or have any forms of cash shops, just simply out of the principle for that. I can definitely understand why Daybreak Games has gone after the hero's journey. I think it really does suck, but I understand that they saw it as through a business standpoint, as a loss of revenue, and a lot of consumers
listed on there to see how many people are playing, but it would be, I guess it would only be through Steam. That would be interesting to actually find out. I'll look it up in a minute. So, and I think because it was so popular, and rightfully so, I think it was an interesting take on the idea. But then, you know, you put a lot of work into it, and I understand that. But you can't use somebody else's IP and then try to make money off of it.
going to this EverQuest product that is their official IP, and consumers spending money on EverQuest, but the money doesn't actually go to the actual company that owns EverQuest. So I understand it there, but again, it just sucks. It sucked seeing the news. I watched Sendrith EQ. His video was very quick. It came out right in the midst of the server going offline.
And I think Worm is actually listed in the documents. I think all the emulated servers are listed, like even green and blue and stuff are listed.
And yeah, it's just a big bummer for the Project Quorum community, because I believe Project Quorum's the only actual server that's gone offline since this whole fiasco began.
Mm-hmm.
The hero's journey, from what I'm aware of, is still up and running and going strong. And you know, I hope this doesn't create a large rift or a huge dent in the emulated community. I think playing
Seems
on
to
emulated
already
servers, it's definitely my personal way of playing EverQuest lately. I just find it more fun and fulfilling, and it feels more intimate with the community and the changes actually being made in the game, especially with like Zeal and all of the quality of life adjustments to Project Quorum. it just felt like a living and breathing, evolving version of EverQuest that I never felt like I really got to experience before, which was really nice.
That might be why Quorum is actually in there. If they're iterating on uh, certain aspects of the game, um, that might go against the sort of what they had written for Project 1999. So that's also a possibility.
And so I really do hope that Project Quorum is going to come back online at some point, or there's some agreement with Daybreak Games that they're allowed to continue, because I've really been looking forward to experiencing the shadows of Lucklin. Yes, Lucklin, not Looseland, and
It's Looseland.
especially the Plains of Power. I've really been looking forward to experiencing that on the Project Quorum community. And so I'm really sending the Project Quorum team and the developers and secrets. I'm sending you all of the good vibes and luck. Just I hope this really works out for you guys and we get to still experience this amazing server. And I just hope that this doesn't create a long-lasting bad taste in the emulated server community's mouth regarding Daybreak Games and just the hero's journey, because we all love this game at the end of the day. We all
So there's always one kid in the park that wants to come and ruin everything for everybody else. So when they come in and they, get donations, it'll tend to ruin it for everybody else. And it was only a matter of time before somebody did decide to come and do that. It is what it is. To me, I don't quite understand why they would have taken Quorum down, considering there was no money involved, if that's the case. And that seems to be what all lawsuits are always about. It's always about money. It's always about the money, right? So I don't understand if there's no case there for Quorum taking money in the same way that the Hero's Journey was taking it. I would see that if I was Daybreak and I saw the Hero's Journey offering Echoes of Memory or in-game currency, I would see that as a clear violation of my IP and the intent of the documents that we signed with the Project 1999 team way back 10, 20, whatever the hell it was, 10 years ago. And I would definitely do the same thing. But why Quorum went down, I'm not, maybe as in the form of a protest, maybe? I don't know.
enjoy playing it. We in whatever ways we find it the most satisfying and fulfilling to play it. And it's really a shame when the legal system gets in the way of that, and you see the for-profit corporations have a negative effect on players' enjoyments of a certain game. But again, as a devil's advocate, I understand that
You're not playing devil's advocate. You're just being real. You can't expect anybody that owns any IP, if you're somebody that creates artwork or anything else and you create this kind of stuff, you don't want anybody stealing it, right? What was the issue with what company was that was stealing? They were stealing somebody's artwork or something like that. Was it Cyberpunk? I can't remember, but it was a little while ago, and they were stealing like artwork from somebody that had made it. And I wouldn't want to be in that. I wouldn't want to be that person and sitting there going like, wait a minute, I'm not going to let them use the stuff that I created without at least compensating me. And to be quite honest, if that was me, if I was that artist, I'd be like, it would be more of the principle of the thing rather than actually taking the whatever amount of money that it would actually be. I mean, unless, they drove a dump truck full of money up to my house and said, we want to use your artwork. I'll go ahead.
that's something that businesses have to do. Bills need to be paid. Profits have to be reached by certain margins for investors.
Yeah, but it's also profits have to be maintained so people can stay employed. So if it's a company that owns the IP, or you're a person that owns artwork, you have every right to get compensated for it. Daybreak has, irregardless of how big of their team is, they still have people that they have to employ, and they don't make any money unless the games that they make or own make money, right? They go out of business. Look at Ubisoft and all the money they've lost in the last few years, right? Not any different.
So there's a lot of nuance to the situation, but overall it does suck. I'm definitely bummed I can't level up my shaman. I was working
Yeah.
on getting the Claws of Vishan faction because I got some chain leggings from a Temple of Vishan raid, which I was really excited to get a nice upgrade for. And we definitely got baited. The server, for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, actually came back online, and I got to get into a Velks group and get some XP going. And unfortunately, we got met with the "you have been disconnected" window a little bit into the group, which definitely sucked, but I can't say that I was surprised. And yeah, I don't think there's too much more to talk about here. Maybe I'll just read Secret's post on Discord, just to spread the message and the announcement for the server. So 9:35 a.m. Central Time.
I haven't seen this either.
On June 23rd, Secret said, "We have been made aware of the lawsuit filed against another emulated server, and that being The Hero's Journey. For those who are worried, our stance is that if we were to receive a lawful order to shut down, we would immediately comply. At this time, we have not received any communications from Daybreak Game Company to do so,
Okay.
which that is a good sign. Project Corm, like Project 1999, is a not-for-profit, fan-run, fan-operated emulated server that respects the intellectual property of Daybreak Game Company and would comply if we were asked to shut down by Daybreak Game Company or its parent company. Project Corm is also fully open-source software that does not use any of the original game code. Project Corm prides itself on not charging a single dime and operating within the legal framework that Project 1999 operates under, which includes not selling items in return for real-life money. We believe this to be the primary reason as to why the other emulated server was targeted. As this is developing, I will not be commenting further on this situation. Best, Secrets." So I think it was a, pretty decent announcement just to kind of show the whole situation in its kind of umbrella setting. And yeah, it was definitely not a fun bit of news to encounter today. But
No,
I think
definitely
there's
not.
always a silver lining in things like this. I think it's a good point of reflection just to, sit with the absence of
The funny thing is about that, though, is if you're not asked, like the hero's journey's still going, maybe there's more ramifications. Like if they keep going and they keep selling these, or getting donations for these echoes of memory, maybe there's more legal ramifications to that they might face. But if they haven't been ordered to shut down, I'm not sure why Project Corm would, unless it's a form of protest or something like that. It's like, that's not fair. Why would you do that? But in that statement there, Secret said that, that's why they think that this lawsuit actually, I don't think it's a lawsuit. I think it's just like a copyright thing maybe or something. But we'll just say it's a lawsuit. It's not, I don't think it's actually a lawsuit. Cease and desist. That's what I was trying to say. So it's kind of weird,
something that we
I think they would have actually said that we're
collectively been
shutting down
enjoying
in a
for a
protest
long
kind of
time
way.
and might
maybe.
be just a part
don't
of
know.
our daily lives. And I think it's important to recognize the power of that absence and to, just
It's also note too that I don't think it was actually anybody on the development team that would have done any of those things. Like the donations for, like I said, that 42 slot bag thing sticks out in my head quite a bit. But maybe it was, I don't know. And maybe it was to remove them completely. I don't know. Before they brought it back up. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Speculation at this point, right?
fill it with other things for the meantime if the server doesn't come back on for a while. And
I did hear there
think
was a
that
lot of
is
favoritism, though.
Never a bad thing, just to to see how our lives change from this in some way, for the better, for the worse. I hope for the better. But as George Harrison says, all things must pass. It's kind of the way of life, you know, things come and go. And
Yeah.
playing on an emulated EverQuest server, there's always that hint of uncertainty regarding the actual permanence of these servers. I think we all kind of accept by playing them that they could completely be gone
Yep. At any
day.
moment.
But I think it's about the experiences that we've had along the way. And I know I've had a lot of fun playing on the Project Quorum server, and I've met a lot of cool people, and definitely have been very grateful for the experience of playing on this server. And
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
being able to make videos about it. A lot of my videos are about Project Quorum, and I've definitely had a lot of fun. And I might take a little break from EverQuest just because that seems to be the rhythm that things are going right now. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really want to keep you here too long. I just wanted to announce, if anyone hasn't heard of it yet, about the server and just the state of emulated servers on Project or on EverQuest in general. This might set a larger precedent for emulated servers, but that
That might be the
love yet
intent
to
behind
see.
it too.
Lawsuits usually take a long time.
It might be the intent to actually set some new ground rules for emulated servers.
So I think we're probably going to be sitting with this information for a while and probably not see a lot of big changes. But never say never. Who knows what is in store for us tomorrow or the day after that. And I think I'm going to title this video, "Is this the end of emulated servers for EverQuest?" Because I think that the precedent of the actual company creating and spending a ton of money on procuring a lawsuit and filing it against a very popular emulated server, I think that shows that in Daybreak's case, emulated servers are not in the good graces of their company and their philosophy.
Again, you can't. You're making a false comparison, because if you created these servers, no matter how popular they are, no matter how good they are, you cannot be collecting money from them. Any type of microtransaction, whether you call it a donation or not, anything that gives you in-game rewards, anything, or any sort of favoritism for donations, it shouldn't. It's completely a false comparison to say that you're just kind of hurting the players or whatever. It's more about the point of it. I think. I don't think it's about Daybreak being greedy. I think it's just protecting their IP.
And who knows what this even means for Project 1999, which is
Yeah.
pretty much the staple private server for EverQuest, and
Yep.
had written approval by Daybreak Games like
Absolutely.
10 years ago.
That the company, was it EG7, something like that? They when they acquired Daybreak, they promised to honor the agreement that Daybreak had signed with Project 1999.
So hopefully they at least honor that still, because
They said they
I
were.
think Project 1999 is a server that should never go away. And I think it's just a nice museum of the class.
I think I said yesterday too, it is very possible that they did this because their plans are to create their own Project 1999 sort of server using the original code. Maybe. I mean, it's clearly not about EverQuest 3, which will never come out. They say, I think Redbeard said in 2028 or something like that. I mean, it may be, but I think they're going to miss the boat with that. Maybe it'll be sooner. Maybe that's why they got rid of. Maybe that's why they wanted Project or the Hero's Journey to be taken down.
Classic EverQuest experience, and I think that's the server that really got people into emulated servers in the first place, to be honest, at least in my case. And I don't think Project Quorum would be what it is without Project 1999. And
No.
yeah, hopefully none of it goes away.
it was made by people. My thought, or what I thought I read, was that it was made by people that Project Quorum was made by people that basically got all the way to the end game in Project 1999. I was like, well, I'd like to actually get to the next expansion, but Project 1999 would never go to that one. That was the whole thing. I think that was, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was part of the agreement that they weren't allowed to go past Velios.
Hopefully everyone still has fun in their own ways, but we
Definitely.
shall see. So anyways, I
Hopefully
hope you
it
all
works
have
out.
an enjoyable rest of your day. Maybe if you are a Project Quorum player, maybe you are, I don't know, playing chess or drawing something. I don't know what people do
Move
when
over
they're
to
not playing
green.
EverQuest. Or maybe you're playing on another game or another MMO or another version of EverQuest, because there's so many versions of this one game.
Yep.
But anyways, take
It is kind of funny because when you first log into Project 1999 or the EverQuest hub, where it shows you all the servers, so many different servers, like none of them ever get targeted with anything, and most of them I don't even know what they do. Like I have to kind of Google to see what's this server, what does it do. So like I think Project Lazarus was another one. Was Lazarus the one that went up to, or Lazarus, was that the one that went up to Plains of Power? Can't remember.
care, everyone. Peace.
Sweet. Good video. Let's try subscribing again, liking the video. Cool. All right, let's get back to some astonishing gameplay. All right, I still have rabies. Perfect. Let's put some music back on too. Oh, that's gonna be really loud. Sorry. Let's go there. It should be all right. Down a bit here. Should be okay now. Now I have to try to break up the spawns again. Okay. Oh, I thought I lost my key there for a second. Rabies last for a long time, man. Holy. Block the bone chips. Go check for the Shadowknight again. I think he's blue. Oh, he might not be blue anymore, actually. Yeah, because I leveled. Right. Yeah. 63, so I gotta keep going with the one-handed blunt. Switch this over too. Yeah, I mean, it really is unfortunate that stuff that happened with Quorum. It's still, look, I'm not one to judge, but it certainly seems like if you're not doing something wrong, which maybe they weren't, I don't understand why you would take the server down. Like I said, unless it's some form of protest or something, I don't know why you would end up taking the server down. And maybe they I thought they were actually named in it. I think all the emulated servers were named in this cease and desist. Should be another one here, right? I thought they were anyway. I didn't actually, like I said, I didn't actually read the document to see. It also might have generalized too and said all emulated servers. These guys should be all right now, right? Shadowknight's up, but he's green. Let's get him anyway. That's fine. Sometimes I think he drops. Is it the arm plates? Not that they're worth anything. I think there might be a couple platinum to the vendor, but since I was right here, figured I would check. Okay. Like if Project 1999 was doing anything shady, they would have shut down too, I would think. But maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't think that they are, for sure. But I don't think they attack. Okay, good. So the neophytes aren't aggressive anymore. That's good. Let's see. I think they would have came. Right? Is that right? They would have attacked. Let me see. Nope. Okay. Dreadbone. And an initiate. Initiate's blue. Dreadbone is green. Oh, okay. Oh, go for the initiate. And again, maybe there's more info on their Discord. I don't actually have... Well, I do have a Discord set up, but I don't actually use it. Will eventually, though, hopefully. I do actually hope that another MMO like this comes along, though. Might be out of touch. Like, or sorry, it might be out of it might have fallen out of favor. Mostly, I think, because streaming and stuff like that has taken over, and streaming is always more about PvP than it is about like PvE stuff, for obvious reasons. Oh, one-handed slashing's already up. Okay. So I need piercing. Where the hell's my weapon at? There we go. Nope, 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 nope. I mean, you'll never have PvP with this kind of MMO, right? It just doesn't work, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's not saying that you can't have fun playing it or anything like that, but it doesn't work in the broad scope of like PvP games. Lesser mummy. Yeah, a brisket. I'm gonna have to med here. Might actually head out to. I might actually head to Lava Storm now. Lava Storm might be a good spot to go. I'm also running out of space. Oh yeah. Anything in here? Oh, putrid skeleton, plague rat. Anybody else? No, he probably wouldn't have attacked me. Maybe time to go to Oasis too, I'm not sure. Oh yeah. I mean, it does suck for sure. Especially if like it does lead to like Project 1999 being shut down. It would definitely suck. They're still, the big bears are still red too. I have to go sell rid of some of this stuff. Kind of one of the reasons why I wish I could actually just sell to some of the people in the common lands. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, I did want to actually check, right. I wanted to check to see what, take a look at Steam charts here. I wonder if it actually shows Everquest live. Steam. Yep. Type in Steam charts on the Steam charts website. Everquest. Oh, I already looked at it. Let's see. When did I look at this? Everquest free to play. See if I can add this. There it is. Yeah. Let's see here. A little bit smaller. There we go. So yeah, you can actually see like in the last 30 days, it's actually got an uptick. I wonder if that's people going in and complaining. And their all-time peak is only like 985. Now, mind you, that's just from Steam. I don't know what the actual, you know, from their server, like from their launcher, I guess. But they have, you know, they actually have less than Project 1999. Right, even right now. I thought when I logged in Project 1999, it was almost, I think it was almost at 500. And I wonder when their all-time peak was. Oh, last year. Wow, was that a new server that came out? I wonder. New server. Yeah, it would have been a new. It would have been like peak or something, wasn't it? $985. And then yeah, a year in, it's basically gone down to half again. How far back does it go? 2012. It's been available on Steam for that long? That doesn't seem right, does it? But it has actually, like, the last 30 days, it's, you know, gained almost 43%, which is one of the highest numbers. That's interesting. I thought it would have been a little bit higher, honestly, but pretty low. Okay. All right, let's go sell. Nobody's selling anything that I want. These guys still hate me? Yep. I think all the stuff here now is green. Yeah, maybe the bear's still fine. Oh, some of the beetles are still blue too, so I'll pick some of them off while I go through. Try to find a place to sell without actually having to go all the way back to the freaking city. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is down there, isn't it? The lion too. Lion should be blue yet. Mithril Vambrace is 700. Holy. Nope, low quality. I need that. I do think the knowledge of... I need water. I do think the knowledge of, like the auction website Pig Parse. What a name, by the way. Kind of ruins it a little bit too, because you kind of know what stuff's been selling for. Kind of removes your ability to haggle a little bit. That's the baseline, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but it does prevent people like myself that bought a Heroes Bracer when I first started playing for like 1,000 platinum. Well, 1,200, 1,000. I can't remember what it was. I think it was 1,000, and it was maybe 300 or 500 at the time, at the most. So I did waste quite a bit of money. I do think, though, that we'll see how far I get with the Shadowknight again, but I think I was thinking about it a lot yesterday. I should have done an Ogre Shaman. I should have. But just to sort of keep it different from the Erudite Shadowknight sort of videos that I was doing, or streams. Kind of running out of health. Oh yeah, my thing's up for sale here. Nine. Since I cannot turn them in, I suppose eventually I can turn them in with... No, maybe no, I can't. No, because I'm pretty sure they're hostile. Well, at least one of them is hostile in that area. They might be dubious too, which won't allow me to turn them in, but I think one of them in that little group in North Korea is hostile to Dark Elves. And there's nothing I can do about it. Not as a Shadowknight, anyway. I suppose I can go to Freeport. Is that closer, though? No, it's probably not closer. Actually go into the... the Freeport Shadowknight Guild, Necromancer Guild. I think I want to say the beggars or whatever in the sewers. I think they're level like 14 or 15, but I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. They're probably only like level 10 or something, but I'm pretty sure they're higher than what I think. I think they might even be level 15. Actually, what I'll do, because I'm running, I don't know, because I'll gain some extra HP back. I'll be coming for him eventually. I can actually take them on. Interesting. I always thought they were lower than the ones in Befallen. But I guess not. So I will still try to make money. I won't actually So I haven't decided quite the way I want to go with this character. If I'm gonna stay on with all the gear or maybe try to start from scratch at a certain point. Maybe try to get past where I was with the Erudite. $50. I guess these guys drop bronze weapons, don't they? Make some money. And I think they're pretty fast spawn, I think. I'll be getting my revenge though. I'll go kill some of the guards outside of Riverfall. It is very weird that Holly Windstalker was not AOS to me, my Erudite Shadowknight, but yet the other Rangers were. I always thought she was Ranger faction, but I think she's actually more Warrior, Kinos, Warrior faction. Now there was a Leatherfoot deputy up here yesterday. Still there? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. They're always hiding. I think the Leatherfoot deputy's 30. Go kill some halflings maybe. I think I'm close to the halflings now. I think I am. But that's another problem too, though, because I think the Leatherfoot deputy walks over there, or the medic. Medic's even worse. Starts healing them all. All right. Oh, let's see here. Is that causing my mic to peak anymore? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay. It is kind of funny too. It's not lost on me that I actually decided to start streaming, trying to be more consistent, and then all this sort of drama unfolds with Everquest. It's just kind of the way it goes. Much like Decius there, it's like I make videos about Quorum and stuff, and then all of a sudden everything kind of goes to pot. The way it goes sometimes. What's the negative charisma thing that I had on? Oh, this. And was there something else? No. Seems to be. Guy's done a greedy vendor, right? No. Yeah, the bronze daggers aren't worth anything. sash. Yeah, most of the stuff, the damask stuff, I thought it was worth more, but it's not. Even the rawhide's not really worth anything. Almost a platinum. Pants are worth a platinum. Fine. What else did I have? What's the... Pretty sure the human blood was... But I didn't think ogre... cultural blacksmithing is even in the game. Anyway. But... I get rid of that. I need to put a whole bunch of more stuff in my bank. Don't really see anything else. Oh yeah, this, I can sell this now. For that, since I bought 2 copies of it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Don't see anything else. I do need food. Oh yeah, but the guy by the bank sells it, so I can just grab it there. I think I'd be more okay with the ogre shaman than I would be as a plate wearer, because I don't like the way the plate looks on the ogres. Everything else is fine, but I don't like the way the plate looks. They're very much in the bottom of the Fashion Quest races for sure. For the most part. I'm sure some people like them. Like, I actually like the trolls, even though I know some people don't. Like, in terms of fashion. I don't think anybody will deny that dark elves are probably, like, #1. All right. So I got to put another bag. Don't think I'll be getting any more spiderling silk, so that can probably go in the bank. That seems like a copyrighted one, even though it's under the no copyright songs. Let's throw a couple of stacks. I think the reason why the bone chip market's like completely dead on this server, other than the fact that the server's old, I think it's because just incidentally, no matter where you go, you're picking up bone chips. Right? You could easily pick up a stack. And I think the reason why there was an economy in original Classic for it was because I don't remember them always dropping bone chips. And I think just about every skeleton you kill drops bone chips. Okay. So wait, yeah, I gotta see what. Throw these in here. Throw the zombie skins in there. Is this elf blood yet? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, human blood might actually be used in potion making. Maybe. Possible. Okay, keep the key. Probably go back. That can go in there now. More of the crap that I'm keeping. Spiderling silk can go in there as well. I'm probably not going to be collecting any more of that. Keep those, try to sell them. Probably try to put some of this gear in here too. Stuff that I'm not going to wear for a little while. Keep those. Executioner's Hood can go in there. I don't need that right now. Pants I might keep. That can go in there for right now. This can go in there. And we'll keep that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. I had to go get some water. All right, so I think put this in there. Crystal Chitin gauntlets are probably better than the gauntlets of Potence, right? It's still over 200. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do that. Where's the food guy? It is funny to actually think about how so many games now are basically MMOs, right? With the PvP and stuff. Like I think about I should probably turn these in so I can get rid of them. Even though it kind of goes against being evil. But games like Escape from Tarkov is essentially, it's just like a first-person MMO, first-person shooter MMO, right? Because most of the time you're just going around, you're walking around, you're collecting some loot. Maybe a loot shooter, I guess, may be more appropriate, but loot shooters are based off of MMOs as well. They work off of stats and improving your stats and playing for a long period of time. Pretty much that's the crux of most MMOs. I wonder what YouTube actually considers. I wonder if that plays any role in how they determine your streaming and stuff like that. Like, I wonder if it's like, maybe as long as you're just gaming, maybe you're just under the gaming thing. Because I always, the funny thing is you can't really, like with this particular channel that I have, and I have others, where I talk about other things, but I can't have like gaming. I can't have like any pop culture stuff. I can't have movie reviews or anything on this channel, or else YouTube just kind of tanks your viewership. Like, you can't do, you know, book reviews, movie reviews on a channel that you're doing gaming. Now, mind you, if you're already established, yes, but when you're starting off, you cannot actually do different things. Oh yeah, I'm going to turn those in and hopefully sell those bear skins. I should probably just turn them in and turn them or transfer them over to my tailor. That can make the bags and maybe sell the bags. But I have so many right now that it doesn't really matter. Make a little bit more money that way though. But yeah, I wonder if YouTube actually, it probably does. It probably does hinge on the game that you play. Like, if I were to start playing Everquest, I could probably switch into something else after the fact, but I probably couldn't start playing something else because long term it'll affect the viewership. I'm not going to collect anymore. I don't want to hang on to them. Kind of pointless right at this point. I think I have enough between this character and another that I was kind of farming some on. Doesn't seem very hard to come by in Nectalos, for sure. Kind of more looking for another high quality skin if I was going to sell it. So I guess I'll turn those in. I don't really want to go. It's so hard to not go into an instance. Not an instance. It's so hard to go into a dungeon, or not go into a dungeon considering the amount of extra XP that you get for doing so. But it is theoretically harder. I mean, there's no way you can do... I don't think there's any way, at least as a Shadowknight, that you can do, like, the basement of Befallen solo and get XP from them without them being, like, green. And even then, I bet they still pack a punch. It's mostly because there's too many. There's, like, 3 mobs in a room, and 3 mobs that are light green, even if you're level 20 and they're level like 16 or something like that, or 15, they can still do a number on you. Especially necromancers. Ugh. I guess that's why they were intended for group play. Alright, let's try to sell those again. wonder if that's why people's things get messed up. Again, I don't need to sell them for 30 plat. I can always just keep them. I'm just kind of hoping to get a couple extra plat out of them, considering they are selling for way more than what I was selling them for originally. Still dubious, huh? Pretty sure there's... Trying to think. I don't think there's anybody that's not on this faction, or that's even in the way. You can really equip 3 of those at once? Holy crap, why have I never noticed that before? Not that it's really all that good for a Shadowknight, but for a Necromancer to have 2 of them, slightly better than... That's like better than the... oh, I don't have it on this character. What is it? Student's Homework, I think. The Student's Homework, which is 3 intelligence and 20 mana. And then there's the Crystal that's 3 int and 40 mana. Or is the Student's Homework 2 int and 20 mana? I can't remember. Dubious. Yep. Yep, dubious. 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 Okay. A little bit strange that I am. A little bit strange. The thing is, too, I remember in Classic, I could have sworn that if you were dubious, that if you stood around them too long, that they would start attacking you. But that's probably a false memory. Probably like, oh, you thought it said dubious, or you never actually checked them, and it was actually, you were actually threateningly or something like that. No, I didn't know there was a forge back here. All right. Still dubious. Priest of Mar. Well, they're gonna hate me anyway. Knights of Truth. They're gonna hate me anyway. I think level 12 is the last level that you can actually get good experience from these. From turning them in. I'm pretty sure. Might be up to 15, but still dubious. Okay. Fine, it wasn't all that many anyway. I might not be hated as much by the people of Common Lands now, which is kind of the goal, but so I don't have to run all the way back. It's kind of a pain in the ass to run all the way back just to sell a few things. Just part of playing an evil character, right? I wonder what level those drowned are. Okay, yes. Fine. Funny because I'm pretty sure my rogue that was had Inaruk as deity. Inaruk, whatever, was actually threateningly by the report guards. So, think, was it my rogue? I can't remember. Might not have been. Let's see what these guys are. Don't think they're red. Yeah, they're blue. Why am I? Yeah, they're blue. Blue? There's 3 of them, right? I wonder where they will come up and attack. I wonder what point. There they are. Right there. That's the point that they'll come and attack. Oh, there's 4 of them. Run. Sidestepping. I don't think I could take 4 blues on. Probably asking a bit much. Hopefully that guard's on his way back. I could probably take a couple. I'm gonna go right to the zone and see if I can't take them down. Nope. Fawn low, my savior. Get him. Fawn low. Fawn low. There you are. Get him. Get him. You got him. Thanks, buddy. He's like, hate you too, bitch. All right. Now, she definitely hates me. Oh, yeah. Rena Light Shadow. Definitely hates me. What about the Panilla? No, she hates me too. Okay. Who's the other guy? Parthar? No, I think that's Ardor. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's also giving me the stink eye. Doesn't hate me as much as Rena, though. Rena? Usually it's one of these ones here that will usually switch faction pretty fast. Or maybe not. Well. We'll get this Willow and... Oh, there's a mummy coming. Thanks, Will-O-Wisp. Right in the path of the mummy. Thanks. Good job. No, he's only even. I should be able to take him. Yeah, there's handmade backpack 75 now. He's putting the beats on me. Did have one bandage. I forgot to buy bandages. Son of a... Forgot. Damn it. Well. Maybe it's a good idea to go to one of the orc camps for XP. Actually, it's probably better to go to Nagena for XP than it is to stay here. Have a little seat here right quick. And I'm probably gonna end up calling the stream there. I plan to stream for 3 hours today, but I got some stuff that I got to take care of, so I think we're gonna call it right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's see. Take it easy.